My name is Jessica, and I'm a junior at Hope College, and I'm studying political science and religion.
My name's Kaylee. I'm a junior at Hope College studying social work.
My name is Jake. I'm a junior and I'm studying communications.
My name is Christian Roberts. I am a junior studying social work. Just being exposed to more people that are different than me and having learned more about people that are different to me, I have realized or picked up on the ignorance that I had in the past, and mostly which kind of manifested itself, I think, in what I thought at the time were just lighthearted, funny comments, but that truly were either racist or not appropriate. And so now I think instead of feeling blinded, I feel more shame, I think. And for some reason, because of my privileged background, I feel shameful. And so now I'm learning to own my privilege because it's a part of who I am. How to own that without shame, but in a way that that combats that ignorance that I once had.
It's blinded me by not ever really realizing the hardships it can be for things that I just take for granted, I guess. Growing up, it never really crossed my mind that, well, I knew people can have a hard time getting medical attention and things like that, but I never really took I never really never was a reality that there are hardships in getting things like the basic needs met, because that's never been an issue for me. I think with my parents' economic status, it's always been an abundant amount of resources available, and it was just always a matter of asking my parents if I could get something taken care of, or if I wanted to do something like a sport. They would normally always be able to do that for me, going above and beyond.
Yeah, I don't think it's something that I'll ever truly know the full extent of, but I think of just growing up and how education has always just been a given. It's not anything that I've ever had to strive for or really, attain. It's just been something that I've expected. College was something that was just the next stage of my life. It wasn't a question of will I be able to, or do I have the funds. And I think that's really just kind of molded me, and whether or not I know it, just kind of made me think that the world is a place that has things for me, and there's always a next step. After college, I'll get a job, and that's something that will just happen, just because of my upbringing and my economic status of my family.
Urban education doesn't provide the same education that I got being in a richer suburb. Especially, they don't have as good of teachers. A lot of kids grow up in families that don't have educated parents or don't have fathers, and so they don't have parents that are keeping them accountable to their schoolwork. So there's all sorts of systems and ways that things are set up in society that don't allow for a fair education, a fair opportunity for those of different ethnicity because of where they live. So I think that just where I grew up blinded me to other people's oppression that I saw as their fault for the longest time. I saw it as their laziness. They weren't working as hard. They should have, just worked harder in school. But I wasn't realizing the opportunities I was given simply because of the suburb I grew up in and the parents that I had. So those are the things that have blinded me to white privilege.